Hi class, I wanted to give you some directions on how to look at the more specific feedback for your assignments, especially your written assignments like the first essay. So the first thing you're going to do on your home page, you're going to see this grades tab. Now normally there'll be a little blue circle here that tells you how many assignments are graded and that you can review. Okay, so if I click on this right now, I can look through all the assignments that have been graded and gotten feedback, and you can see I actually have not been doing very well in this class because I haven't submitted anything except for this essay number 1. Here you'll just get a brief breakdown and it'll explain what your grade is and what your VeriCite score is, so that's the plagiarism checker. But I'm going to click on that to get the more specific feedback. So in this little box, there's not going to be anything of great substance. Basically, what it's going to do is direct you to look at the rubric, which on my screen is below, but on yours is up top. Okay, so we'll look at that. And the rubric breaks down your grade, the grade I gave you, into the different categories of points. Okay, and the criteria, if you want to know what it means, the different criteria mean, then you can click on it and you'll see a little more in-depth explanation. But this is how your grade is arrived at. And then if you'd like to see the actual feedback, which this is what I think is going to be the real meat of the feedback, what you should be looking at in particular is you click on this view feedback and a little screen reader opens. I like to get it as big as I can in this, and I'm having some great difficulties with my my computer, and so let me try one more time here. But basically what you'll see is, oh boy, I'm having some real trouble. I think this is just my computer is acting a little wacky right now. I don't think that this will happen for yours, but I'll try one more time here. So what you're going to see here is you're going to see little blue drop pins, and each of those drop pins is going to have a little comment that's linked to it. And if you can't read those because of the size of the screen, you can sort of scroll over. But basically the drop pins will explain the different little comments that are usually more grammatical and mechanical in format that I put in throughout. Okay, so some of the little comments will have suggested extra resources, which you'll have to cut and paste into your browser tab. I can't put in links, unfortunately. But then the other thing you should see at the end of your work, if you scroll back up, are summative comments, and I put summative comments in a text box at the end of your work. So when you go to review your feedback, obviously looking at your grade is great, but I highly suggest you review the comments that I have inserted to make sure you're progressing with your grammar and mechanics and format, that you look at the summative comments to help with a big picture idea of how you did, and that you also take a look at the grading rubric to see how I arrived at your grade. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message, ask away. That's what I'm here to do, here to help. Thanks so much.